From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Thursday, December 27th, 2018. Silver is trading at $15.17 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,275 per ounce. Zen is trading at $6, and the average price of Bitcoin is $3,798. Antiwar.com reports making his first overseas visit to a war zone on Wednesday in Iraq, President Trump sought to downplay last week's announced pullout from Syria, saying it has been overstated and that U.S. troops could easily re-enter Syria whenever he felt it was necessary. In arguing that point, Trump said that the base he was visiting in western Iraq could well serve as a base for future invasions of eastern Syria, from which the U.S. is about to extricate itself. That base isn't the only one, with Iraqi officials reporting to Turkish state media that the U.S. is in the process of setting up two new bases in the far west of Iraq's Anbar province in Al-Qaim and Al-Rutbah, the two main border crossings into Syria. Trump's comments are likely intended to deflect the congressional backlash against the idea of not being at war with Syria by arguing that the U.S. could easily choose to suck itself back into the war at any moment. Zencash has changed their name to Horizon to better represent their transition from a cryptocurrency to a pioneering platform that protects consumer data. They're working towards the day when anyone will be able to build privacy-based applications on the Horizon platform and generate income from them. This will allow Horizon to bring thousands of real-life services to the community, services that provide freedom, utility, and privacy. Learn more at horizon.global and join the Horizon community, HORIZEN.global. UPI reports the former CEO of a drug company that produced an opioid painkiller agreed to plead guilty to bribing doctors to prescribe the drug, according to court documents filed on Wednesday. Michael Babick, the former president and CEO of Insys Therapeutics Incorporated, will plead guilty to one count of conspiracy and one count of mail fraud for his role in organizing and issuing the bribes for doctors to prescribe patients with the company's drug Subsys, according to the documents. The documents state it was part of the conspiracy that the defendant and his co-conspirators intentionally bribed and provided kickbacks to practitioners in order to increase the sales of Subsys. Babick and other Insys executives were accused of defrauding insurance companies through bribes, as insurance providers made payments to doctors without knowledge of the payments. Prosecutors said the bribes and kickbacks took multiple forms, including disguising them as payments for speaking events or hiring and paying salaries of office staff for certain targeted practitioners. Subsys was a liquid formulation of fentanyl applied under the tongue to provide pain management for cancer patients already tolerant to opioid therapy. The DOJ is seeking a January 9th plea hearing for the case. Born into a devastating world and raised among the crowd, the Cloudwalker assumes a new identity and begins the unrelenting quest for truth. In this epic journey, he discovers dark secrets about aspects of his previous life that he once trusted. Through the journal of the Cloudwalker, he shares both the traumatic hardships and the eternal beauties of his experiences. Fueled in the beginning by his unsettling thoughts and emotions, he learns how to find peace with everything he has woken up to. Dear Society by the Cloudwalker is available from Amazon.com and all major bookstores. Reuters reports acting U.S. Attorney General Matthew Whitaker has incorrectly claimed in government documents that he had been named an academic All-American while playing football at the University of Iowa, according to a Wall Street Journal report on Wednesday. It said Whitaker made the claim in his biography on his former law firm's website and on a resume sent in 2014 to the chief executive of a now-closed patent marketing firm for which he sat on the advisory board. The Journal said the resume was included in documents released by the U.S. Federal Trade Commission last month. President Donald Trump named Whitaker to the position on November 7th, immediately after he ousted former Attorney General Jeff Sessions, whom he had criticized for recusing himself from an investigation into Russian meddling in the 2016 election. Whitaker had been the chief of staff for Sessions, a former U.S. attorney, and a conservative commentator. The Journal said Mr. Whitaker's name does not appear in the list of academic All-Americans on the website of the organization that bestows the annual honor, the College Sports Information Directors of America. It quoted a spokeswoman for the organization, Barb Kowal, as saying it had no record showing Whitaker was ever an academic All-American. A DOJ spokeswoman said Whitaker had relied on a 1993 University of Iowa football guide which had listed him as a GTE Division VII academic All-American. Assistant Athletic Director of the University of Iowa, Steve Rowe, said any confusion could be partly from how we listed him in our media guide. This has been FPP Radio News, online at FPPRadio.com.